FIFA banned Falklands flags inside the stadium before Argentina versus England. Argentina's own security minister confirmed the ban publicly before kickoff. Then, at full time, Giovani Lo Celso reached into the crowd, took a banner from a fan, and walked back onto the pitch holding it above his head. Lisandro Martinez and Otamendi joined him, shirts off, grinning, waving to the stands. The banner read, "Las Malvinas son Argentinas." The Falklands are Argentine. It was laid on the turf of a FIFA World Cup stadium, in front of FIFA officials, in front of cameras broadcasting to hundreds of millions of people. 44 years after 904 people died in a war over those same islands, FIFA watched it happen and said nothing for 48 hours. That silence is the entire story. This was not spontaneous. This was deliberate. And it is the third time in 8 days that Argentina have made the same statement at this tournament while FIFA looked the other way. The dressing room chants, the wrong flag, the foreign minister's essays, all of that came before. What happened Wednesday night on the pitch is different in every way that matters legally and diplomatically. Because this time, it happened inside a FIFA World Cup stadium during official post-match celebrations, with an item that had been explicitly banned that same day. The UK reaction was immediate. The office of Prime Minister Keir Starmer issued a statement. "The World Cup might not be ours, but the Falkland Islands definitely are. Our commitment to the Falklands will never waver." Business Secretary Peter Kyle told the BBC it was entirely inappropriate and that a FIFA investigation was certain to happen because it was such an egregious violation of the rules of not having political activity as part of the football. The British government is formally demanding consequences from FIFA. Argentina's Vice President Victoria Villarruel responded within hours on social media. "The Falklands are Argentine. They banned bringing them to the stadium and forgot that we carry them in our blood and our hearts." Multiple players coordinated the banner moment. Multiple Argentine government officials endorsed it publicly afterwards, and the entire thing happened on a FIFA World Cup pitch that had been specifically cleared of this exact material before the match began. FIFA confirmed it is investigating. 2 possible punishments exist under their own rules. The first is a fine. In 2014, FIFA fined the Argentine Football Association 30,000 Swiss francs, roughly $27,000, after Argentina players held the identical banner before a friendly against Slovenia. The Argentine Football Association paid the fine. 12 years passed. The banner reappeared on a considerably bigger stage against the same country whose servicemen died defending the islands the banner was about. The second possible punishment is player suspensions. Lo Celso, Lisandro Martinez, Otamendi, Romero, and several others were all directly involved or celebrating near the banner. If FIFA suspends any of them, the question immediately becomes whether those suspensions apply to Sunday's World Cup final. That decision sits entirely with FIFA. The same FIFA whose president confirmed this week that Donald Trump will sit beside him during the final and personally present the trophy to the winners. The same FIFA that reviewed Folarin Balogun's red card after Trump made a call to Infantino and then suspended the ban. The same FIFA that watched Argentina players sing Falklands chants in dressing rooms twice during this tournament and took no action either time. FIFA's selective enforcement of its own rules has become the story inside every story at this World Cup. The banner moment is categorically different from everything that came before it, and that distinction matters legally. Dressing room footage is unofficial. Players can argue they were in a private space. The pitch is different in every possible way. It happened inside a FIFA World Cup stadium during official post-match celebrations, in front of FIFA officials who were physically present, in front of international broadcasters, with an item that had been explicitly prohibited that same day by Argentina's own government. IFAB Law 4 prohibits political messaging by players during matches and celebrations. FIFA's disciplinary code prohibits the use of gestures, words, objects, or any other means to transmit a message that is not appropriate for a sports event. FIFA's own 2026 World Cup Stadium Code of Conduct bans banners of a political nature. Lo Celso and Martinez violated all three of those rules simultaneously, on camera, in a stadium where the ban had been stated publicly just hours before the match. Subscribe now. FIFA's response arrives before Sunday's final, and it will define how this entire tournament is remembered beyond the football itself. The timing cannot be separated from the broader pattern. Argentina had just completed their fourth consecutive knockout comeback at this tournament. Messi had just assisted both goals that eliminated England. The banner did not appear because players were overwhelmed by emotion in the moment. Lo Celso walked deliberately to the boundary of the pitch specifically to receive it from a fan. Multiple teammates moved into position around it. It was held up, photographed, laid on the turf, and left there. A coordinated act by professional athletes in a prohibited zone, hours after their own government had stated the prohibition publicly, 12 years after paying a fine for the precise same act on a smaller stage. Argentina faced Spain on Sunday in New Jersey. FIFA must decide before kickoff whether any of the players who held that banner sit out the biggest match of their careers. The 2014 fine for the same banner was 30,000 Swiss francs. Argentina's prize money for reaching the World Cup final is $43 million. Whether a fine at that financial ratio deters future violations is a question FIFA has consistently refused to answer with meaningful action. 904 people died in 1982 over the Falkland Islands. On Wednesday night in Atlanta, Argentina's players laid a banner claiming those islands on a World Cup pitch, left it on the turf, and walked to the dressing room smiling. FIFA has until Sunday. Whatever they decide will tell you exactly who runs this tournament and what the rules actually mean when a powerful nation decides to break them.